Gosh, disturbs me to see you, Gaston, looking so down in the dumps. Every guy here loves to be you, Gaston, even when taking your lumps. There's no man in town as admired as you. You're everyone's favorite guy. Everyone's awed and inspired by you, and it's not very hard to see why. No one's slick as Gaston, no one's quick as Gaston, no one's neck as incredibly thick as Gaston, for there's no man in town half as manly. Perfect, a pure paragon. You can ask any Tom, Dick, or Stanley, and they'll tell you whose team they'd prefer to be on. Who plays dark like Gaston, who breaks heart like Gaston, who's much more than the sum of his parts like Gaston. As a specimen, yes, I'm intimidating. My, what a gun, that Gaston. I need an encouragement, thank you, LeFou. There's no one as easy to bolster as you. Too much? Yep. No one fights like Gaston, douses lights like Gaston. In a wrestling match, nobody fights like Gaston. When I hunt, I sneak up on with my quiver. And beast of the field say a prayer, for they carefully aim for the liver. Then I shoot from behind. Is that fair? I don't care. No one hits like Gaston, matches wits like Gaston. In a spitting match, nobody spits like Gaston. I'm especially good at expectorating. 10 points for Gaston. When I was a lad, I ate 4 dozen eggs every morning to help me get large. And now that I'm grown, I eat 5 dozen eggs, so I'm roughly the size of a bird. Who has brains like Gaston, entertains like Gaston, who can make up these endless refrains like Gaston. I use antlers in all of my decorating. Say it again, who's a minimum man, who's a super success, don't you know? Can't you guess? Ask his fans and the 5 hangers on. There's just one guy in town who's got all of it down, and his name's G-A-S-T. I believe there's another T. It just occurred to me that I'm illiterate, and I've never had to spell it out loud before. Gaston. How does a moment last forever? How can a story never die? It is love we must hold on to. Never easy, but we try. Sometimes our happiness is captured. Somehow a time and place stands still. Love lives on inside our hearts and always will.